Good. That's it, good. Very fun. That's it, all good.
Well, I asked Diana before she went to Australia, 2 or 3 days before, because I thought it'd be a good idea that, apart from anything else, if she went to Australia, she could then think about it, and if she didn't like the idea, she could say she didn't, or if she did, she could say that. But in fact, you actually said
yes, quite promptly.
Before you went to Australia?
Yes.
They were to sit on it for 3 weeks.
Do you find it a very daunting experience that yesterday you were a nanny looking after children, now you're about to marry the Prince of Wales, and one day you would, in all likelihood, be Queen? It's a tremendous change for someone, if I may say, of 19 to make all of a sudden, the transition.
It is, but I've had a small run up to it all in the last 6 months. And next to Prince Charles, I know I can't go wrong. He's there with me.
I mean, I've got this house in Gloucestershire, which I acquired last year.
With marriage in mind?
No, not really. I mean, I did want somewhere very much as a base, and I wanted somewhere which was nearer to the Duchy of Cornwall areas that I could reach then and visit people and look at the farms and things. And so that was very convenient. But obviously, it's been a great help. There's a lot to be done. It's going to be marvellous to have somebody to help sort it out.
It was 1977 that Charles came to stay as a friend of my sister Sarah's for a shoot. We sort of met in a ploughed field.
I was slightly previous to that, but I know.
And what did you think then? What was your instant impression, both of you? What did you think about Lady Diana?
Well, I remember thinking what a very jolly and amusing and attractive 16-year-old she was. And, I mean, great fun, and bouncy and full of life and everything. And I don't know what you thought of me. But
Pretty amazing.
Did it cross either of your minds that in 3 years' time you would be announcing your engagement, thinking of being married?
No.
Towards the end of the summer and the autumn last year, and I began to realise, what was going on in my mind and hers in particular, and all these things help. But it was a gradual business.
I had a long time to think about it because I knew the pressure was on both of us, and well, it wasn't a difficult decision in the end. It's what I wanted. It's what I want. Wonderful sapphire and diamond.
When were you given that? Just last night? Or?
No, Sunday.
And when did you tell the Queen that this was what you wanted to do?
Well, about 3 weeks ago. So, as I say, we've had to sit on it and hide it for 3 weeks, which hasn't been all that easy. But I was absolutely determined that it was going to be as near a secret as possible on the actual day. That was my ambition. There was a lot to be decided, but when is probably in the latter half of July, I should think. It's I think, quite a useful time from all sorts of different reasons. And the actual place will be decided.
Honeymoon plans, or is that something you have to talk about now it's official?
Well, I mean, we've had vague discussions about it, but a lot depends on, what happens now. There are lots of different alternatives, and the difficulty is to go somewhere where one can actually get away from everything else.
Yes. You're now going to be separated again because you're going to Australia, New Zealand.
Yes.
And you'll be away, 5, 6 weeks? Something like that.
Yes.
What are you going to do in the meantime?
Oh, don't worry, Ash, we're very busy.
Not back to the nursery and not back to flat sharing, presumably.
Nope.
You've moved to your accommodation.
I've been moving all over the place, I think.
Trying to keep away from us.
Possibly, yes.
But you sort of made a little grimace there as if you rather like flat sharing, and that is something.
No,
you're
I
giving
was
up.
referring to the children. I'm going to miss them.
You miss looking after the children.
Yes.
Well, they'll certainly miss you, won't they?
Hope so.
Have you been to see them?
Difficult to find the right sort of word, isn't it, really? Just delighted and happy. And I'm amazed that she's been brave enough to take me on.
And I suppose in love.
Of course.
Whatever in love means.
Yes.
Well, it
You can
obviously
put your own
means,
interpretation.
obviously means two very happy people.
Yes.
Once
As you
again,
can see.
congratulations.
Well, from us, congratulations.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much. Very kind.